In this video, we are going to learn how to draw shear force diagram and bending movement diagram for a simply supported beam AB as shown in figure. So the statement is given as draw shear force and bending movement diagram for a simply supported beam AB 6 meter long is loaded as shown in figure. So this is the simply supported beam AB of length 6 meter and carrying a uniformly distributed load of 2 kN per meter over a length of 6 meter. So for this setup, we have to draw the shear force diagram and bending movement diagram. So first of all, I will draw the free body diagram for this beam section. So for solving this numerical problem, first we have to convert this uniformly distributed load into point load. So to convert this, I will multiply this UDL value with the length over which this UDL acts. So the point load equal to UDL of 2 kN per meter multiplied by distance AB, that is 6 meter. So here I will get the converted point load of 12 kN. Now this converted point load is acting on the midpoint of the length over which this UDL acts. Now this type of problem we are going to solve in 3 steps. In the first step, we have to calculate the values of support reaction forces RA and RB. So to calculate these values, I will use 2 equations of equilibrium, where first equation is summation Fy equal to 0. That means addition of forces in the vertical axis equal to 0. And the second equation is summation of moment equal to 0. So here in the first equation, while I am doing the addition of all vertical forces, I will consider upward forces as positive and downward forces as negative. Here RA and RB are the vertical reaction forces. So as per the sign convention, I will add these forces with positive sign. And the converted point load of 12 kN is acting on the beam in downward direction. So as per the sign convention, I will add this force with negative sign. Therefore, after calculating, this will get the equation, that is RA plus RB equal to 12 kN. So I will give this as equation number 1. Now the next equation is summation of moment equal to 0. So for calculating moment, either we can take moment at point A or at point B, and here my sign convention would be clockwise movement as positive and anticlockwise movement as negative. So for taking moment at point A, I will fix beam at point A. Here converted point load of 12 kN will be pushing this beam towards downward. So it rotates the beam clockwise from fixed point. And for clockwise movement, I will add this force with positive sign. And the movement is force into distance from fixed point. So here plus 12 kN is the converted point load into 3 meter is the distance from fixed point. Now here reaction force RB will be pushing this beam towards upward. So it rotates the beam anti-clockwise from fixed point. So as per the sign convention, for anti-clockwise movement, I will add this force with negative sign. And as per decided, movement is force into distance from fixed point. So here minus RB is the force into 6 meter is the distance from fixed point. So these are the movements. So therefore, by calculating, this will get the value of reaction force RB as 6 kN. Now I will put this value of RB in equation number 1, and after calculating, this will get the reaction force RA as 6 kN. So now with the help of these calculated values of RA and RB, I will further calculate the values of shear forces at all the points of beam. So the next step is calculations of shear forces. And for shear force calculations, our sign convention is upward forces are considered as positive and downward forces are considered as negative. And here you should note that while calculating the shear force at a particular point load, you can calculate shear force values for left side and right side of that particular point load. But while calculating the shear force at uniformly distributed load, you should calculate shear force values at start point and end point of uniformly distributed load. But here, at point A and at point B, there are support reaction forces Ra and Rb, which are the point loads, and since these are the point loads, hence as per the rule, I will calculate the shear force values at left side and right side of point A and point B. Therefore, first to calculate shear force at point A to its left, that is SF at A to the left, equal to. So as you can see, there is no force is acting at the left side of point A. Therefore, SF at A to the left equal to 0. So to draw the shear force diagram, I will first draw a horizontal reference line of 0 kN shear force. So here I will mark this point of 0 kN shear force on the reference line. Now if I go to the section to the right side of point A, that is SF at A to the right equal to. Then there is reaction force Ra that we had calculated as 6 kN, which is acting on the beam in the upward direction. So as per the sign convention, I will consider upward forces as positive. So here the shear force is plus 6 kN. Here as the shear force value is positive, so I will mark this point above the reference line of 0 kN shear force. And I will connect these 2 points with a vertical line. Now at point B, there is reaction force Rb. First to calculate shear force at point B to its left, I will take the section to the left of point B, that is SF at B to the left equal to. So here I will carry forward previous value of shear force up to point A to its right, which is 6 kN, and to the left side of point B, there is UDL of 2 kN per meter that we had converted into point load in downward direction. And as per the sign convention, I will consider downward forces as negative. Hence I will add this point load with negative sign. Therefore, after calculating, this will get the shear force value as minus 6 kN. Here as the shear force value is negative, hence I will mark this point of shear force below the reference line of 0 kN shear force. And here the type of load is UDL over the length of 6 meter. Hence to draw the shear force diagram, I will indicate UDL with inclined line. So I will connect these 2 points with an inclined line. Now next to calculate shear force at point B to its right, that is SF at point B to its right. So here I will carry forward previous value of shear force up to point B to its left, which is minus 6 kN. And when we go to the right side of point B, then there is reaction force Rb in the upward direction. So as per the sign convention, I will consider upward forces as positive. So I will add this upward force with positive sign. So here minus 6 kN plus 6 kN gives me the value of shear force at 0 kN. So I will mark this point on the reference line and I will connect these 2 points with a vertical line. And here in shear force diagram, whatever the portion drawn above the reference line, I will show this portion by plus sign. And the portion drawn below the reference line, I will show this portion by negative sign. So here I have completed the shear force diagram. Now the next step is calculations of bending moments. So the bending moment at a section of beam is calculated as the algebraic sum of the moment of all the forces acting on the one side of section. So to calculate these moments, we can start either from left end of beam or from right end of beam. Here I will start from left end of beam. So whenever you are calculating the bending moments, you should remember these conditions. So here for simply supported beam, the condition is at the ends of simply supported beam, the bending moment will be 0. So bending moment at point A and bending moment at point B will be 0. So to draw the bending moment diagram, firstly I will draw the reference line of bending moment 0 kN. So here I will mark these values with the points on the reference line. Now here you should note that in shear force diagram, when the shear force changes from positive to negative, then at that point the bending moment value is maximum. So I will represent this with point M. So at point M, we need to find out maximum bending moment value. But here, we don't know the location of point M. That is, we don't know the distance x. But we can find out this distance x by using the equation of similarity of triangles. Because here we know the distance AB, which is 6 meter. And here the values of shear forces were considered as heights of triangles. Therefore, for the first triangle, the height is 6 kN and the base is distance x. And for second triangle, the height is 6 kN and base is distance 6 minus x. Therefore, from similarity of triangles, the base of first triangle, that is x, divided by height of first triangle, which is 6 kN, is equal to base of second triangle, that is 6 minus x, divided by height of second triangle, which is 6 kN. Now here, the unknown term is x. Therefore, after calculating, this will get the distance x equal to 3 meter. Now here I will get the location of point M. So from distance x, next I will calculate the maximum bending moment value at point M. That is Bm suffix M equal to. So here, in case of simply supported beam, while you are doing the calculations for bending moment at a particular point, you should always add moment of all the forces present either from left end of beam or from right end of beam up to that particular point at which we are calculating the bending moment. And for bending moment calculations, our sign convention is for sagging effect of beam, the force is considered as positive, and for hugging effect of beam, the force is considered as negative. Here at left hand side of point M, there is reaction force Ra of 6 kN, which is acting on the beam in the upward direction. Due to this force, the beam shows sagging effect, and for sagging effect of beam, I will consider this force as positive. So I will add this force with positive sign. And as per decided, movement is force into distance. So I will multiply this force with the distance, that is 3 meter. And here, from point A to point M, there is UDL of 2 kN per meter over the distance of 3 meter. So I will convert this AM portion of UDL into point load. That is 2 kN per meter is the UDL, multiply with the distance over which this UDL acts. Now this converted point load is acting at the midpoint of this much part of UDL in downward direction. Due to this converted point load, the beam shows hogging effect, and for hogging effect of beam, I will consider this force as negative. So I will add this converted point load with negative sign. And I will multiply this force with the distance from point of action of force, that is 1.5 meter. And here, between point A and point M, there is UDL. Therefore, to draw the bending moment diagram, I will indicate UDL with a parabolic curve. Hence, I will join these 2 points with a parabolic curve. And also, between point M and point B, there is UDL. Hence, I will join these 2 points with a parabolic curve. Now, since I can see this bending moment diagram is drawn above the reference line of bending moment 0 kN meter, hence I will show this portion by positive sign. So here I have completed the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for the simply supported beam.